Okay, so now we have experienced just 15 minutes of Saunum Sauna heater. But Anton, how do we feel compared to like traditional sauna? How did that feel?
I mean, I was pretty surprised, to be honest. I wasn't expecting it to be that different to a normal heater, but it's definitely mind-blowing in a way that if you've never experienced anything like that, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, the temperatures are so equal.
Yeah.
It's incredible, and you can put the humidity up so much.
Yeah, it's weird. It was weird because you're sitting there and usually the heat comes from top and then your lower body is cooler, but here's like the opposite in a way, that it comes from below and from a little bit from the top. And from the below you can especially feel it like your feet are hot rather than they're always a little bit cooler than the upper body.
But I mean, some people have had this like thought or suspicion that you will have the extreme heat on your feet level, but actually it's not that extreme. It's pleasant.
Yeah, it's not at all.
No, it's not extreme. It's just weird that you feel the heat in your feet rather than you usually don't feel anything there.
Yeah, and even though we had the sauna at like 62 Celsius.
So what's that, 160 is it? Or?
No, actually what happened was that we were starting at around 180 Fahrenheit. And then we switched on the ventilator inside the heater so that the thermosensor spot actually got a bit cooler because the heat was sucked in and released out to the circulation so that the average heat level didn't change. I mean, the heater was still hot. What happened was that the thermosensor level was not that hot anymore, which basically means that we had, in the end of our session, we had pretty equal 155, 160 Fahrenheit temperature throughout the sauna. This was what you actually experienced. But at the same time, from my own personal experience, I can say that we had 50 to 60% relative humidity. So that the 160, 155 felt pretty hot, I must say, but at the same time mild. So that perhaps the biggest thing that I noticed when I was watching you, that you were actually able to sit straight on the bench. You didn't need to like dive, because you were able to breathe through your nose, and you didn't feel this scorching extreme heat at the same time, right?
Yeah, and we were able to stay there for 15 minutes without suffering at all. We could have stayed there forever. I think like, because we are not very biased. I mean, I sell all kinds of sauna heaters, so I'm not biased, to be honest.
Yeah, there's no reason to be biased in a way.
Yeah. But it's pretty revolutionary.
No, it was.
Like for real.
It really was.
Like I think when I build my next sauna, I might actually get Saunum heater. Because you can use the ventilator to circulate the air, but you can still use it as a normal sauna heater as well, if you want to, just by turning off the ventilator. Yeah. So you have so many options to do different things. And you can have very humid saunas, or then you can have dry saunas. So it doesn't take anything away, but it adds a lot to the session, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I have had like friends over, so that we go with guys, then the women go in sauna, and basically during the same evening or the same night, or in a span of 2 hours, everybody could experience exactly their personal sauna session or their group sauna session, so that you can basically experience different kind of saunas within 15 minutes. Yeah. So this is the cool thing, I guess.
So that's our honest experience. I think it's pretty cold here in the warehouse, to be honest. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.